Welcome to the Voodoo Chef's Baking and Pastry Challenge, a series of bake-offs where students are cooking for full tuition scholarships. The winner will win tuition to the Hillsborough Culinary Academies at Irwin Technical College's Baking and Pastry program. It's season 2. It's round 3. It's the Shoe Dough Challenge. We're making Southwestern plantain fritters, and I'm ready to taste the magic. Let's bake. It's Battle of the Shoe Dough, a little different method of making the dough. We're bringing our flour, butter, and salt, along with water, together on the stove top. We're gonna cook it into a thick paste and then gradually add in the eggs. Traditionally used to make cream puffs or eclairs, we're gonna turn them into plantain fritters. We've got students already dicing down their plantains to add to their dough. They're gonna mix them in and deep fry them, creating a wonderful, wonderful light, fluffy fritter with that Tampa flavor, that traditional Tampa staple, the sweet plantain. They're gonna dust them with a little bit of Voodoo Chef Red, serve them with the guava sauce, and then create the magic that we're gonna taste. It's gonna be a fun challenge. Everybody's focused and at work. Here we go. Chef, how we doing?
I'm good, Chef. How are you?
Amazing. So we've got our flour, we're incorporating it into our butter and our salt and our water. How do we know when it's done?
I feel like I like baking more than cooking, almost because there's more ingredients. I feel you have to really follow the recipes on these baking. When it starts to pull away from the sides and come together into a small ball.
So kind of like a traditional dough, when we have it in the mixer bowl, we start to see it work its way off the sides of the bowl, only now we're doing it in the pan. And what we're doing is by adding the water in there and incorporating that, trapping it in the dough, as we throw it in the hot oven, that air that's going to come from the steam of the water is going to create a light, soft texture inside and a nice, hard, crispy crunch on the outside.
Because if you mess up, then you have to restart. With cooking, it's kind of, you can fix it, essentially. With baking, it's not that easy.
And then, traditionally, we would bake them and then fill them.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to deep fry them. And so here goes the egg. So now we work in the egg, the binder, going to help hold it all together. Oh my God. I get excited, I get giddy when we start doing things and you see it come together and you see the end product in your head. And I could see the end product. He's got his fry oil already ready and he's ready to take the shoe dough and drop it right in the fry. You're holding it about 325, 330. Is that where we wanted to be?
No, it should be around 365. And so probably just give it a few more minutes.
I see you got your guava sauce ready to go, you got your limes, and you got your Maduros all ready to drop in. How many eggs total we get in this dough here?
It depends on how your dough looks. So if your dough starts to get too runny, then you stop adding eggs. Normally it's around 4 to 5 eggs, or 3 depending on how much flour you use.
Based on the consistency, how much water evaporated in that initial cook? How much flour was there? Because are we measuring by volume or are we using true gram measurements? The eggs are gonna vary. You have to know the exact thickness that you're looking for. It takes all of our senses when we're cooking. We can hear the oil rising in temperature. We can smell the product as it's cooking. We look for those key marks, those key signatures, the viscosity, As we're whisking, we feel the pull, the give back, and then ultimately, we get to taste the magic. The shoe dough challenge, one of my favorites, because there's so much you can do. The traditional cream puff, the eclair. Last year it was churros. This year it's fritters. It's gonna be amazing. Everybody's on track, and we're not even 10 minutes in, and we're rocking and rolling. It's gonna be a great challenge. Baking and pastry. Who would have thought? The judges looking on so intently. As classically trained bakers.
I am a student at Irwin Technical College. I have been baking my entire life, as cliche as it sounds.
This technique is one of the French classics. So you look at the bakers looking on. How does this compare to the macaron dough? It's all about that consistency, that final consistency of the dough, which yields the end product. Each product has to have its own personal touch, feel. You have to know when it's enough, when it's too much. If it's too much, it's beyond repair. We can't fix it. It's looking like the doughs are coming together.
It's wonderful to see a person blossom. They become more and more confident. They come out of their shells.
As we look down the line, the dough's coming together. You could see each chef almost doing the exact same thing. Whisking in an egg, making sure it's fully incorporated, and then checking their dough. Is it ready? Is it at the point they want it to be at? And we have to do it while the dough is still warm. It helps get that egg incorporated and temper that egg so that it's ready to rock and roll. If you notice, there's no mixers on the table during this challenge, all done by hand. We have to check that consistency. It is a feel as much as it is a sight, as much as it is following the recipe.
I practiced the recipes, read over the recipes multiple times, multiple nights in a row, just studying the recipes.
Each student still mixing in those eggs, checking that dough, making sure it's perfect to drop in that fryer.
Exact measuring instructions, like, they're super important because, like, you don't want to, like, over add something because, like, you can make it too thick, you can make it too thin, and it'll just come out like a complete mess, and you don't want that.
And then they've got to make sure they keep that oil where it needs to be. The temperature, 365, 365 degrees Fahrenheit. They need to check their thermometers, make sure their oil is exactly where it's supposed to be, or the dough is not going to react proper when it hits that oil. "40 minutes left. We have fritters going to oil." Fritter number 2, and he's checking time. He's checking time with 40 minutes left. His fritters are already dropping. Chef,
I'm looking at the time to know what time to pull them out.
He's looking at the time they're going in, so he knows the time to pull it out. That's a rock star move right there. I gotta tell you, Chef, I would have just looked for the golden brown.
Yeah. At the same time, with all the bubbles that are coming up, it's much harder to see, so I'd have to pull it out of the oil to look at it.
Following the recipe to a T, watching the time, not just watching the product. I'm sure he'll do both, but as he stated, as they drop in, the bubbles start to come up as that moisture releases, and it makes it difficult to see the product.
I hope they're able to see my determination and everything like that, just how hard I've been working.
Fritter batter out of the pan into a bowl. I'm assuming this is to reduce that temperature.
Yes, I didn't want it to go in too hot because I know that our plantains are a little cool still.
Bringing the temperature of the dough down a little bit so we can add the cold plantains, not to change the texture of the plantains until they hit the oil. First fritter is out and on the cooling rack. Again, on a raised rack, also letting that grease, that excess grease that might be on the outside drip off. Intently watching the cook on these fritters, flipping them in the oil so that they get an even cook on both sides.
You can have the smallest mess up in your recipe and you could basically have to restart from step 0.
Robinson looking like that shoe dough's done, checking it against the side of the container to see that thickness and make sure those plantains are fully incorporated. It's those little things, those little steps of pride that make the difference in the final product. Anybody can put stuff in a bowl, in a pot, and drop it in a fryer. But to take that extra attention, to put in that extra work, that's what creates the rock star plates. And that's why we're here today. We're here to celebrate rock stars. Still plenty of time, 35 minutes. Reason there's 35 minutes is we got to get the oil to temp. Every time we drop in a fritter, the temperature of the oil drops. So we have to make sure that we allow that to rise back up so we get the proper cook on the fritter, each and every fritter, not just the first. We have to ensure that everyone tastes exactly the same, has the same texture, the same feel, same flavor, same amount of plantains, seasoning, has to be perfect. And then we dress it with the sauce. We have to have the ratio where it needs to be so that every bite tastes exactly the same.
You know, with baking, it's like about chemistry and you have to be kind of exact or else, you know, things can go very wrong with your recipes.
How you doing, Chef?
Good.
What do you think about the haps here? How are they doing on shoe dough?
So far, so good.
Right?
It was definitely not the easiest thing to make. I didn't learn it in pastry school, so the fact they're doing it in high school, I'm impressed.
So I the same. I did not learn it until later in life because it's not a technique that's used in every American style kitchen. You know, when we look across the board, they're doing a great job with the dough. Of course, we have to make it difficult. We have to add plantains. We have to add voodoo. We have to deep fry it. You got to be difficult, right?
I mean, that makes it, that elevates it.
And it elevates the skill required, and they're definitely demonstrating what we need to see across the board. But it's dead silent in here right now.
I mean, there's hot oil. It should be.
Do I need my stunt double back? It's hot oil?
Unless you don't want to get burned.
Right? There's no room, no margin for error either. When we're dropping in the hot oil, I saw a test fritter go down so we could check. This is legit, and they're gonna pull it off. You can watch the time and care and dedication they're using in everything they're doing to get ready for this. And it's amazing. It's fun to watch.
Fried things always taste better, so I'm excited.
Everything tastes better fried, right?
It does. No, I'm not doing a fried macaroni.
You're not, but I am. I am with my Shay Shay Sweet macarons. I'm gonna deep fry them, and they're gonna be yummy. You smell that, Chef? You smell that jalapeno all the way over here. Talk to me about your fritters. So we got some here, we got some here, and some here. What's going on?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I just am frying them up. Just trying to.
I'm just frying them up, right?
Know.
I'm just going to work and I'm doing my thing. But you got your fried dough in.
Yeah.
You got your shoe dough in, rather. You're frying it up. You're letting it cook, and then you're getting a good flip on it so that both sides get done all the way through.
I guess this is just so that the grease.
I guess this is just so humble in her words. Bringing them over to the towel line bowl just to catch some of that excess grease before we go to the cooling rack. And I gotta tell you, they're looking super amazing.
They do look
I might even
beautiful.
venture to say super duper amazing. What do you think?
I think they look pretty beautiful.
Pretty beautiful. Pretty beautiful, and there's more coming out. I can't lie, I might just be hanging out because you might be losing one soon.
That's okay. I think I'll have some extras.
You think there's no such thing as extra. We save them all and we eat them all.
Okay.
That, I mean, serve them all. Serve them all. Chef, how are they coming?
They are coming along. They're not entirely the shape I wanted, but
So we talk about the quick bread challenge. We go back and we talk about the cookie challenge. Now we're on the shoe dough challenge. Where does this rate in terms of difficulty? Which one, how do you feel?
I personally feel like shoe doughs are a lot harder versus like cookies or cakes or anything like that. It takes a lot of time and patience. There's a lot more factors I feel like you have to factor into these. And it's just a consistent rise and fall of the temperatures as well, so you have to stay on top of them.
It's a consistent rise and fall of the temperature. You got to stay on top of it, but isn't that true with most things we do? It's a consistent rise and fall, and it's how we manage it.
Yeah, I do believe that.
And if we can, trust me, if we can manage the rise and fall of the temperature in this shoe dough and that oil, we can overcome a lot more than just some plantain fritters. East Bay taking the disher, scooping it into her hand, making a ball, and then carefully dropping it in that oil, repeating the process to create everything she needs for her plate. Look at the size of that fritter. Oh my, my, my. Almost the size of her eyes as she dropped it in the oil. We're under 10 minutes, and it looks like everyone has enough fritters to plate, yet we're still dropping more fritters to ensure we get the exact perfect fritter to put on the plate. 9 minutes. It looks like Wharton has their plates already up, ready to serve. All broke down. Standing and waiting. Chef, let's taste a fritter. Here we go. 4 ways, 4 ways, 4 ways, 4 ways, 4 ways.
Yeah,
You're late to the party.
Now. Perfect crispiness on the outside. I love the sweetness of the plantain and nice smooth texture all the way through. What do you?
Crunch is really good.
Great job. That oil was at the right temp to get that exact crunch on the outside. The chef, great job.
Thank you. Thank you, Chef.
Oh, plates coming up. This is my station now. I'll just kind of take over, flip my fritters here. Look at that guava sauce. Look at that guava sauce. Oh, sorry, chef. I wasn't taking over your station. 8 minutes left. Each chef is putting up 2 plates. 2 plates for the judges. And it's looking like we're going to finish on time yet again. No carryover. But then it's about the taste. Then it's about the taste. Seven minutes to go. East Bay still dropping fritters. She's making enough for me to take home, I think. No? It was worth a shot. And then Bloomingtail pulling it out right at the end. 7 minutes left, ready to rock and roll. Plates on the table, ready to dress. It's looking like we're gonna hit this end running. We're gonna sprint through the finish line and have some amazing plates for the judges. I might have to crash that party because these fritters If they all taste like we had the little sample of, it's on. We're rapidly approaching the 3-minute mark. We've got one plate ready to go. As I walk down the line, Wharton up ready to serve. Robinson putting the final sauce on plate number 2, ready for service. HHS starting to build those plates, building a stack and putting that guava sauce on it with the candy pickled jalapeno. Putting that guava, not just putting the sauce over top, layering the sauce so that we get the sauce on each plantain of the dish. What a great technique.
I have that in me, that need for the plates to be perfect and clean and neat, and to show the expertise and the attention to detail that comes with that.
1 minute and 40 seconds left. Easily, all plates are going to be completed. Here we go. More sauce on the Bloomingdale. East Bay cutting the tip of that bag, getting ready for garnishing, saucing, ready to rock and roll. Just over 1 minute left. We're coming down to the very end. Hillsborough, final swoosh on the plate. East Bay, saucing the top of the desserts. Bloomingdale, candy jalapeno, not just going on top, but adding a twist to that jalapeno for even a better look. Oh my, across the board, amazing desserts. 45 seconds left, waiting on 2 plates. Zest on Bloomingdale. Love it, love it, love it. Little bit of red hitting that Southwestern fritter for East Bay, getting ready to put them into place. Adding another fritter at the end. What a move with 20 seconds left, ensuring enough fritters for all the judges. Going above and beyond, 13 seconds. Hillsborough up, waiting on 2 plates, just 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The baking and pastry shoe-dough challenge is over. That's it. They're ready to go to the judges. And remember, the tell's in the taste. That's where we're going to find out who won this episode of the Voodoo Chef Baking and Pastry Challenge. Don't go anywhere. It would be odd if you've never had a classic traditional cream puff made from the classic shoe dough. Real simple. Water, salt, flour, butter. We cook them over the heat to form a mass, and then we slowly whisk in the eggs. Sounds simple, one of the most difficult techniques in baking and pastry. And then of course we take it and we voodoo-fy it. We flip it on its end and we turn it into fritters. Rather than bake, we deep fry. Today, they're making plantain fritters, not just plantain fritters. Voodoo Chef Southwestern plantain fritters, guava sauce, and candy jalapeno. These are gonna hit hard. I know you want to get some, but you can't have these. These are mine. First thing is that jalapeno. Hit you right on the front. The acid, a little warm. And then you get the sweetness of that plantain, only to be mild out by that puffy, fluffy shoe dough. And oh, that sweet guava sauce with the earthy, warm flavors of Voodoo Red. Probably my favorite dish of the competition. Judges, it was the shoe dough challenge, a French classic with the Voodoo Twist. Chef, how did you feel they did with the dough? But more importantly, how'd you feel when we had them drop it in the fryer?
Oh, I thought they did a great job with the dough. They boiled the liquid and they added the flour and gave it a good stir and then add the eggs in a wonderful way, all one at a time. It was great. When they put it in the fire, it was so gratifying to see it just like plop in, and each of them being careful, and there's different ways that they put it into the fryer. Some shaped it, some just dropped it, others did other things with it. And it was just so gratifying to see it just all bubble up and start to get brown.
And to watch their face when they took them out and see the completion. And then Shay, I think of this, watching this, like when I watch you make macarons. How did you feel getting them out? Were they perfect? Putting the sauce on, how was that end result? Give us that final taste. What do you think overall?
Overall, I think they all did a great job because they all used different apparatus to get the fritters in the oil. We got all types of shapes, but I feel like everyone did a great job at the end putting equal size fritters on the plate and made their plates absolutely beautiful. Everybody made sure that they were crispy on the outside before adding their sauce. Like, in the little bit of time that they had, I think they did a fantastic job.
Sounds like the judges were pleased. In round 3, Shudo Challenge, now we got to find out what the scores were to see who's the champion of Shudo. It's going to be exciting. Chefs, thank you so much. All right, let's see where the scores fall. Tell us in the taste and the scores are in. It's time to find out who will be crowned the champion of the Shudo. Bloomingdale checking in with a score of 73. Great job. Great job. Moving on to East Bay. East Bay scores a 68. Bloomingdale, you're still in first place. Hillsborough High School coming in with a score of 71. Bloomingdale holding on tight. Moving on to Robinson High School, a score of 78, taking the lead. Wonderful job. Final score, is Robinson gonna hold on to 76 for Wharton? Robinson High School takes the challenge of Shudo. Here we go, congratulations. That's it, end of this episode, but 2 more episodes to go. Next, we have the Battle of the Decorating Cake, and finally the Poached Pear. Who's gonna ultimately win? Only time will tell. Make sure you're here next week on the Voodoo Chef Baking and Pastry Challenge.
I was not expecting it, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I won. I felt pretty confident during the round, yes. But yeah, I'm just surprised.